Hey guys, it's Rahim. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button because I talk about property investment, personal development, and how to gain financial freedom. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 steps to become financially free. In order for you to be able to sack your boss, you need to implement these 7 steps. If you implement these 7 steps, it will transform your life. The reason is because these are the steps I use to take me from where I was to where I am today, and I have been implementing it throughout my investment journey, and it's transformed my life and it's transformed lots of investors I work with. So these 7 steps, if you've never taken notes, this is the time for you to take notes to learn what are the steps to take your financial situation in this new year to the next level. Before we get going, I've got an appeal to ask for you. We've done a research. We realized 61% of the people that are watching my videos has not hit that subscribe button. If you are one of those, I'd like you to kindly hit that subscribe button now, because it helps the algorithm to push the videos out there to wider audience, and obviously it motivates me, and also it motivates me to bring audiences, guests in our channel, so we can learn a lot more how to take our finances into our own hands. So what are the 7 steps to become financially free in 2024? The first step you'd like to take is to set a clear financial goal. You may be thinking, whoa, I've heard this before. I get you, I hear that, but have you implemented your financial goals? If you're implementing your financial goal, this will just be another confirmation for you to know that you're doing the right thing. So set your financial goals. Set how much you want to achieve this year. It might be crazy for you to think about it, especially if you're on a £2,000 a month or something like that. Create a financial goal. Create a bigger figure, gigantic figure, a figure that you would only dream of. You see, once you've done that, it literally gravitates you towards achieving that. So once you've set that goal, you set that financial goal, the next thing you want to do basically is to ensure that you've got steps and procedures and ways to achieve that goal. In other words, you break them down into monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, hourly goals, 30-minute goals, and so on and so forth. Because when you chunk it down in smaller achievements, it enables you to achieve what you set yourself to achieve. You may want to say, I want to be making £1 million this year. You may be thinking, I'm only on £20,000. Believe me or not, if you set that goal, you work on that goal, it will take you to that £1 million. The only difference of you earning £25,000 to £30,000 versus £1 million upwards is your mindset. If you believe yourself, if you believe you can make this happen, there's nothing stopping you from achieving it, because guess what? The mind does not distinguish what's real and what's fake. Number 2, have you thought about creating a budget? Well, that's exactly what the next step is. Now you've set your financial goal. The next thing you want to do is to set your budget. Any good entrepreneur, good investor, or someone that is very good in setting budget. Look at your expenses. How much are you expending a month? How much are you spending a month? Once you've looked at that figure, you then drill down to find out what is the one thing you're spending your money on, what are the 2 things you're spending your money on. So once you've determined what are these things, and then look at what are the things that is adding value to me when I spend that money. Perhaps, maybe having a house, you need a roof over you. Maybe having food, you need some food. But what you want to be thinking about, am I buying the food that I really need? Am I going to the right supermarket? Am I buying the things that is really going to last me longer? Right? You look at that there. You look at what you're spending. Do you have any subscription that you're paying that you're not using? Are you in part of some organization that's not adding any value to you? So that's the reason why going through the budget helps you pinpoint these areas. Once you determine these areas, you then cut whatever is not bringing any value to you and your family. So once you've done that, it reduces your expenditure. So once you've got to that expenditure, now you look at the things that you spend to make you live. Basically, this could be your food, your electricity, your gas, your telephone bill, your council tax, your water rate, whatever that may be for you. Look at it in fine line in how can you save from those costs. Maybe you may not be able to save on council tax. I get that you might not be able to save on your rent because it's fixed cost. But when it comes to electricity bill, you may be able to save on an electricity bill. Are you on a contract? Has the contract expired? Have you thought about getting a new supplier, for example? Have you gone online trying to compare? There's a website called Uswitch, for example. You can go to this platform and look what are the most favorable rate for you. And again, look what sort of tariff are you on. Once you look at the sort of tariff, you're on the cheapest tariff, compare your cheapest tariff with your current supplier to another supplier's cheapest tariff and see if you may be able to save a little on your consumption. And the next thing you want to do is to reduce the amount of electric and gas you consume. You may be thinking, how the hell do you do that? Number one way of doing that is basically turning the lights off if you don't need it. If you don't need a light in a bedroom, turn it off. In the common area, turn it off because it's wasteful. Leaving the sockets on without plugging anything on it. Again, you're wasting electricity there. You're wasting your money there. Leaving the microwave on. Leaving the oven on. Leaving the cookers on. Whatever appliances you're not using, you turn them off. Well, apart from your fridge or fridge freezer, because you need them going in order to reserve your food. Let's talk about gas. How do you save on gas? You save on gas by setting your boiler in a timer. It comes on a certain time and goes off in certain time. Don't do it manually. Why do you not do it manually? You don't do it manually because you will forget to turn it off, right? You could be guilty about this right now as we speak. Right, you may forget to turn it off and then it stays on God knows how long. So put it on a timer. That's one way of saving in gas. Let's talk about water. Water is another consumption that you could save significantly. If you have a bath, are you one of those who leave the tap running whilst you're scrubbing your body? Are you one of those when you're brushing your teeth you leave the tap running? If you are, you need to stop that now. You've been wasteful. It's not even about money now here. You've been wasteful. Right? Let me tell you the three things that happens when you leave your water running, right? What bills it affects. Number one, if you've got a central heating, the gas is running. How is the gas running? The gas is running because the boiler is on and the boiler is feeding you the hot water. If the boiler is feeding hot water, you're talking about gas going out. Secondly, your electricity would be on. How is the electricity on? It is on because that's what powered the boiler to come on. So you're using electricity at that point, and guess what? You're using water at that point as well. So all three of your consumptions are on, right? So if you're one of those, basically stop doing that now. The reason why I do this in my house is I learned it from a very well-known actor. It's called Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right? They were interviewing him in one video about savings or about budgeting. He said, listen, I live in an amazing house, but until today, I turn my lights off where I do not need them. And you're talking about multi-deca millionaire. Right? If he's doing that, who are we not to do the same thing? So if you're not using anything, turn them off. If you've got children that got games, get them to turn the sockets off their games because that's where you use consumption. Any contract you have that has expired, go out and renew it, especially your broadband. That's another way that you could save lots and lots of more money. And your mobile phone, if the deal is expired, don't go and get another expensive latest phone. It's waste of money and time. To be honest, most of us uses our phones to gossip, okay? It's not adding lots of value to us. So perhaps you want to go for a SIM-only contract. So once you've reduced all these costs, right? But before you reduce all these costs, you need to have set yourself a target. You want to be saying, I want to leave on 80% of my salary. So once you determine what your costs are, you got your 80% of your salary, you got that figure as a targeted figures, and you then implement all the stuff that I've just explained to you. Number 3, reduce your debt. What do I mean by that? It's by reducing any debt you have, especially the high interest debt, like your credit card debt, especially if you bought things that do not add value to you. So perhaps they are bad debts. You've been using your credit card to buy gifts, using your credit card to go on holiday, using your credit card to go to parties, whatever that may be for you. Reduce those debts because they're not bringing any money to you. So pay them down, especially the expensive debt. Find a way to pay all your bad debt. Anything that you bought on credit that doesn't bring value to you, stop that now. Reduce it, cut it off, pay it off so you can be bad debt free. Number 4, emergency funds. So in order for you to be able to do things, you need to go on your own in most cases or bring a partner to work with in a business or in an adventure. So some of us need a little bit of cushion. So if you suppose you want to go out there exploring, doing businesses, you might want to save maybe 4 to 6 months of your expenses, knowing that if you have not worked for anybody else, you're still able to live on those expenses because you've got that 6 months saving somewhere. If you're one of those that would like to play it safe, perhaps you want to save for 12 months before you go on trying what you intend to do. But do not go on trying and then give up 6 months later because you know your money's about to run out. You need to do, the lesser the money you have to spend on your savings, the more motivated you should be, the more hungry you should be, the more enthusiastic you should be. Here's the thing, if you do that, it pushes you to the in a way that you can extract your superpower to take you to really where you want to be. Number 5, invest wisely. Suppose now you've done all this stuff, you've got this money saved, you've got the business idea, you're starting your property investment journey. You need to look at the deals that you're putting your money on. Okay, look at whether these are the things that will bring you serious return on investment. Looking at assets that will generate you passive recurring income. This could be properties, for example, because the beauty about a property, it gives you monthly recurring income, and at the same time, you guess it right, it gives you capital appreciation. That then helps you grow your wealth over time. Consider things like investing in businesses. If you like investing in businesses, starting your own business or joint venturing with someone to take your property investment journey to the next level. Number 6, increase your income. Now you've got your passive recurring income that may have increased your income. You may still be working, or perhaps you've got that income. So what you now need to do is to find a way to explore ways to increase your income. You may be thinking, how? Suppose you are doing buy to let, for example, you buy in a property and you rent it to a family. The next thing you want to do is to start maybe looking at HMO properties where you can buy a house and rent it room by room basis. So you'll be moving from making £300 a month to about £800 to £1,000 net profit every single month. Then once you've done that, perhaps you want to look for service accommodation. People call it Airbnb. See if you can put your properties in those sort of strategies. Maybe you start buying, renovating houses to force the value out, recycle your money so you can go again and buy more houses. Or perhaps you want to start investing in other businesses that you know. Or maybe you're an IT technician, maybe you're an accountant, maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you're doing something technical, you have a technical skills. You might try to find a side hustle that gives you income whilst you have your business, your property investment going. Whilst that then forces your income and increase it drastically. And believe me, if you continue doing that, here's the thing, it becomes a snowball effect. And with that snowball effect, it then becomes compound. Once that compounded, and then it gives you serious return on your investment. Number 7, the most important out of the 6 I have shared with you just now. Committed and educate. Stay committed to what you're doing, especially when the going goes tough. Because when the going goes tough is when lots of people give up. They'll be like, oh, I did not thought it was this hard. I did not thought I was going to work for 12 hours. I did not think I was going to do 15 hours, 16 hours. This is really, really hard. I haven't got my deal. It's taking me 3 months, 5 months. That is the time you stay the course. Because when you're going hard, you're learning along the way. When you make mistakes, you learn along the way, right? Because the more mistakes you're making, the more you're learning. And the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you educate yourself. And believe me, and you got someone to mentor you, guide you along the process. It will expedite it in a way that you would only dream of. So stay committed no matter what. No, ignore the noises. Don't allow any noise distract you. What are these noises? Suppose you started your property investment journey. You're already in it. You've got your first property. And then someone told, oh, there's another business adventure down there. Maybe there's a massive opportunity in crypto, right? What you do then, you leave that. You jump on crypto, not even knowing how to finish your business, how to finish your property investment strategy. And then someone says, oh, this online business is very good. It's drop shipping. You don't have to do anything. Only buy this stuff. You do that X, Y, Z. Oh, Amazon FBA is going. You can sell things in Amazon. Like, you are literally everywhere. This is what we call noises. Concentrate on what you want to achieve and see that through. Thrive on it. Stick to it. Don't allow any of these silly noises distract you from achieving what you set yourself to achieve. Here's the thing, if someone can sell an item for £1 and become a millionaire, you are surely going to become a millionaire with any strategies you pursue. It's all about two things. The first thing is adding value, adding significant value to what you are intending to do, to the people that you're serving. And the next thing you want to be thinking about is doing it when nobody's watching you, i.e. not waiting for compliment, committing to it until you get to where you want to go, whilst you pivot, adjust around, you get someone to mentor you, guide you along the way to take you to the next level you want to be. I really hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, smash the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next video.